Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, kiddos. Happy Thursday. Today we're going to be going over some of the think questions. I'll be giving some sample answers. However, do not copy my answers. They're just sample. You will need to go into more detail. But after reviewing some of your answers from our previous think questions for the refusal, I'm noticing that we need a little more guidance. So let me provide that for you. Let's just hop right in. Our first question is, what is the narrator's intention for unnaming the animals? Refer to paragraphs 6 and 7 and use evidence from the text to support your answer. Okay, so let's go to paragraphs 6 and 7. Oh, look, there it is. Okay, none were left now to unname, and yet how close I felt to them when I saw one of them swim or fly or trot or crawl across my way or over my skin or stalk me in the night or go along beside me for a while in the day. They seemed far closer than when their names had stood between myself and them like a clear barrier. So close that my fear of them and their fear of me became one same fear, and the attraction that many of us felt, the desire to smell one another's smells, feel or rub or caress one another's scales or skin or feathers or fur, taste one another's blood or flesh, keep one another warm, that attraction was now all one with the fear, and the hunter could not be told from the hunted, nor the eater from the food. This was more or less the effect I had been after. It was somewhat more powerful than I had anticipated. But I could not now, in all conscience, make any exception for myself. I resolutely put anxiety away, went to Adam and said, "You and your father lent me this. Gave it to me, actually. It's been really useful, but it doesn't exactly seem to fit very well lately. But thanks very much. It's really been very useful." Okay, so our question, let me remind myself, is what is the narrator's intentions for unnaming the animals? So when she describes how her relationship has come to be after she unnamed the animals, she seems much more connected with them. Like the animals having a name made her superior and them inferior. So how I'm going to start my answer is the narrator's intention for, let's put this in quotation, unnaming the animals is to, how would we word this? I'm going to say have a deeper connection with the animals and the world around her. This is supported when the narrator says, and this is where you put in a quote. You wouldn't do the ... When the narrator says, comma, quotation marks. And that's how you would input your quote for this answer. All right. And I really think it's neat how she says that you couldn't tell the hunter from the hunted. She's leveled the playing field between her and the animals around her. They've become one. They're all connected now in their namelessness. It's a really neat way to look at it. All right, let's move on to question 2. I'm going to move myself over here. Okay, this is interesting. What can you infer about Adam and Eve's relationship? Use evidence from the last 3 paragraphs of the story to defend your answer. So we're going to go to the last 3 paragraphs of the story, which are 9, 10, and 11. I'm not going to read through this one all the way. Just kind of talk about how their relationship looks to me as a reader. When she is putting all this effort in to tell Adam that she no longer wants her name, and he basically says, put it on the counter. It doesn't really matter. And then when he doesn't even call her by her name. He calls her dear, which is a term of endearment, but he wasn't using the name anyway, so why would her giving up her name really matter to him? Also, when he asks what's for dinner, it just kind of gives that quintessential like 50s vibe to me, that the man is watching TV and he just came home from a hard day's work and the woman's expected to keep the household. So with my answer, I'm going to say I can infer that Adam and Eve have a, I wouldn't say typical in today's standards, but a what's the word I'm looking for? I need help. I'm going to say typical 50s style relationship. And after I say something like that, I have to back it up with what I know about a 50s style relationship and also use some evidence from the text. And my evidence would be like, what's for dinner? That's not an exact quote, but what's for dinner? All right, question 3. Why does the narrator decide to leave Adam at the end of the story? Let's go and check it out. I'm not sure, I said. I'm going now with the... I hesitated and finally said, with them, you know, and went on out. In fact, I had only just then realized how hard it would have been to explain myself. I could not chatter away as I used to do, taking it all for granted. My words now must be as slow, as new, as single, as tentative as the steps I took going down the path away from the house, between the dark branched tall dancers, motionless against the winter shining. So you're really going to have to put yourself into Eve's shoes at this point. So why did she leave Adam? And my answer, I believe, is the narrator left Adam at the end because I'm not going to tell y'all what I believe. The narrator left Adam at the end of the story because and then once again, this when you're citing your evidence, you can start it with, this is supported when blank says blank. All right, what is the meaning of the word peevish as it is used in the text? So here you're going to go back into your text, find the word peevish, and use your context clues. You need to put it into your own words. I don't want to see any more copying and pasting from the internet. The point of this question is to help you use your context clues. So we're going to go back to the word peevish. It's hard to give back a gift without sounding peevish or ungrateful. Okay, when we have this or, it's letting us know that these two words are similar. We know that ungrateful means that you don't really want something and you didn't appreciate it when you had it. So peevish would have to mean something like that. Once again, I want your answer in your own words. No more copying and pasting. If I see any more obvious plagiarism, you will be getting a 0 and we will have to have a discussion about it. Okay. Read the following dictionary entry in order to clarify the precise meaning of the word vast. Is it a noun or an adjective? The easiest way to find the correct definition with a question like this is to take the definition and insert it into the text. So you'll find the sentence that has the word vast and put in an immense space or of great extent or quantity, immense. And that's how you will find the answer for vast. All right, y'all. I hope this has been helpful. I'm sorry, my thought process was kind of all over the place. I'll be editing some more videos and adding them sooner. I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday. Stay dry, stay safe, stay warm. And if you need us, we're here.